The Cyrenians is an organisation that we've had a lot to do with over the years, and so when Scott mentioned that they were needing a hand getting organised with the Rucksack appeal this year, we were happy to help. Our job is to split them into the various constituents so that the end users coming in over the weekend can just help themselves to, first of all, the rucksack, and then any bits to fill the rucksack to help make the festive period for them a bit more manageable, a bit more comfortable.
Essentially, it's a social media movement, and it's been picked up by an individual locally called Amber, who last year got us involved as being the recipient of what's called the Rucksack appeal, and the principle behind it is that people hand over a rucksack full of essential items that someone who might be rough sleeping will get the use of, and it has really gone viral in the northeast of Scotland. I
would hope it would have a huge impact, because certainly Cyrenians have told me that this year they've had 3 times as many people than they usually do. So hopefully now we can make sure that nobody in Aberdeen is going to be cold this winter, and they're going to have as many tools as they can to stay warm if they're out on the streets. What I find really touching is when people tell you their stories. Last year there was actually somebody that told me that she had been homeless herself in the past, and it was really symbolic for her. She actually gave her rucksack that she had used when she was homeless in another city to somebody else. And there's people come here today that are maybe pensioners that don't really have a lot, but they just are giving so generously, and I just think it's amazing to see a city and a shire come together like this.
Small thing to put together, and hopefully it'll make somebody's winter a bit more bearable.
I think anyone who's sleeping rough, I think any help you can give them would be fantastic. I mean, I brought along some gloves and hats, and it's meant to be a really cold year, so I think it's great that everyone's getting involved and doing their bit.
I just want to hope that somebody can use the stuff that my work colleagues have donated, my friends, my neighbours have donated, so yeah, hopefully it can just make a little bit of a difference.
There's quite a few people out there who've not got a roof over their head this Christmas, so hopefully it'll make a big difference to a lot of people.
When I look around me at all the things that have been collected, it's really heartwarming. It helps, but it doesn't solve the problem. These guys are doing all they can, but anybody who can help out and do anything to avert this crisis, which is definitely a crisis now, please do what you can.
This year we've seen unprecedented support from just across the communities, and all I can say is a massive thank you. I mean, it really does help, not just our morale, but the morale of individuals who we provide services to, know that there are people out there thinking of them.